Hey guys, what's up? This is Dingocrikey here with another commentary video. This time I'm going to be discussing a topic on Transformers 5. If you are interested in more news and commentary on Transformers 5, the upcoming Robots in Disguise cartoon, or the Transformers Age of Extinction toy line, then you could check out my playlist and channel where you can also watch over 20 of my Transformers stop motion videos, some of which are previewed here. For this video, I'm going to be discussing whether or not the character Brains will be returning in Transformers 5. This wasn't necessarily a viewer-requested topic, but it is one that I've wanted to discuss for a while now. Also, Brains was sort of a significant character in Transformers Age of Extinction and Dark of the Moon, with a good amount of lines and, a fairly important role in the story, so I figured it was relevant for discussion. With that said, let's get started. So despite his screen time and survival through Age of Extinction, there have been a lot of people thinking that he will not return for Transformers 5. I mean, this might be partially due to the fact that throughout the film franchise, especially in Age of Extinction, we've seen certain characters just disappear without much or any explanation, or we're kind of just supposed to assume they died off or something. However, with Brains, this might not be the case. They might be saying there is an explanation, because in his last appearance in Age of Extinction, he basically says, I'm done with this, I'm free at last, and, you get the impression he doesn't really care about helping the Autobots anymore, and he definitely doesn't care about helping the humans, so it seems like he's going off on his own, which would pretty much write him out of Transformers 5. So the question obviously is, what are the chances that Brains will be returning for Transformers 5? Now, despite the fact that a lot of characters have disappeared throughout the film franchise, and, it seems like there was an exit for his character, I'm highly doubtful that this is the last we'll be seeing of Brains. I have heard that the voice actor, who I believe is called Reno Wilson, has already confirmed he'll be returning for the role, but I'm not really sure if that's legit or official. Also, it seems pretty early for such a minor character to have been confirmed for a return in Transformers 5. So I'm not really sure about that, but still, I think there are a lot of reasons that Brain will be around for Transformers 5. I mean, if they wanted to get Brains out of the franchise, they had a perfect opportunity at the end of Dark of the Moon. Basically just say he died in the crash. I mean, if they didn't feel that was legitimate enough, they could have just not had him return for Age of Extinction. They did that with certain characters like Sideswipe and Dino. And while we're supposed to assume they've been killed off, we aren't really given any sort of confirmation. So if they wanted to do that with Brains' character, they had that perfect opportunity. Also, with all the screen time he's gotten, it seems like he's a character that the makers of the films like to have around. I mean, he definitely adds variety to the cast, in character and in size, and they seem to like to have some sort of a smaller character around, such as Wheelie or Brains, or even Frenzy. So, they probably see him as kind of a fun character, and I think overall, people are more open towards a character like Brains. I haven't seen a whole lot of people hate on him or anything like that. And I mean, he's obviously a really smart character, so it would kind of make sense for the Autobots to keep him around. I mean, I don't think Hound is all that bright, at least not when it comes to scientific stuff. Crosshairs doesn't seem that smart either. Bumblebee's just Bumblebee. Drift's not exactly dumb, but, he's not a science guy, and Optimus isn't around, so he doesn't really count. So, I think they probably need a character like Brains around. Maybe he'll teach Cade about Cybertronian technology or something like that so he can fix up the Autobots. Even though Cade somehow seemed to be pretty good at fixing Optimus for knowing nothing about alien robots in the last film. But anyways, yeah, Brains could teach him more. I mean, personally, for me, I would like to see him return for Transformers 5. I mean, I wasn't really that crazy about him in Dark of the Moon. I didn't really like a lot of the humor they did with him, but, in this last film, I thought he was a pretty cool character. He was funny to have around. I like the design change with his leg being blown off. That was pretty cool. I mean, also, we've had so many characters just disappear or die in these films. We need someone to stick around. It would feel really awkward for him to have come this far and then just disappear from the films like everyone else. Like I said, they had that perfect opportunity between Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, so they should keep him around if they've kept him this long. He's already established his own personality. If they want to bring in another smaller character, it's just another character that we have to get used to. I think we should just stick with Brains because we already know what he's like. The biggest thing is that if he's in Transformers 5, I'm just hoping he doesn't die. These films kill off way, way too many characters. It's probably just the film's ways of trying to compensate for all the ridiculousness in the films by saying, oh, look, we can make it dramatic by killing someone off, and the Transformer characters unfortunately suffer for that. And just as a side note, I really hate the way they kill a lot of them off. They're just so pathetic when they're dying, sort of like Q or Wheeljack, begging the Decepticons for his life. Or even when Optimus is fighting Sentinel Prime and he's like, no, please, or something like that. It's I don't like hearing the good guys do that. It just makes them seem so pathetic. I don't want to spoil any of the character deaths throughout the cartoon series, but put it this way, at least a show like Beast Wars handled them way better. I don't know, that's not really related to this topic, but I would like to know if anyone else felt that the Transformer characters act really pathetic and sad in the films at points, and yeah, I really don't like that. Anyways, that pretty much sums up my thoughts on this matter. There's not a ton of solid proof right now. It does look like the voice actor's going to be returning, but it doesn't seem like there's anything official yet. So, pretty much I'm predicting Brains will return. It makes sense for that to happen. If they wanted to get rid of him, they already had their chances, and he seems like a character they like to keep around. Once again, nothing concrete, just my thoughts on the matter, and personally I would like to see him return. But maybe you disagree. Do you think Brains will be replaced by some new, smaller character? And if Brains returned, how likely do you think it is he would actually survive Transformers 5? Or maybe you've just never been a big fan of his character and you really don't care. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, along with any topic suggestions pertaining to Transformers 5, the Age of Extinction toy line, or the upcoming Robots in Disguise cartoon. I currently have a long list of a bunch of topic suggestions based around Transformers 5 that I do plan on doing sometime soon. So if I've told you I'm going to do a video on your topic and haven't gotten around to it yet, it's probably just a time thing and it should be coming in the next few weeks. Anyways, thanks for all the topic suggestions, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Transformers commentary videos. If you haven't done so already, you can go and check out some of my older ones or my Transformers stop motion videos. Anyways, that's it for this one. Stay tuned and have a good one, guys.